Is Rand Carthen about to go after another linebacker? Welcome in. I'm Abby Alonso, and that's what it looks like. Word is that the Titans are interested in Denzel Perryman, who is a Raider right now. He's a free agent, but they might be in competition with the Texans. Mind you, this would be the third linebacker that the Titans go after within the first 3 days of NFL free agency, which is interesting. Yes, it would put the linebacker room in a very good position considering they lost Zach Cunningham and David Long, but as we've talked about so many times before, there are so many priorities still to be fixed. Wide receiver room, offensive line, which they've started to fix, but still lots of work to be done. Cornerbacks, and maybe even a quarterback. That's still up in the air. Whether or not they ride with Ryan Tannehill is to be known. But yes, Rand Carthen, word on the street is that they're looking at Perryman. And here is a little bit more on who Denzel Perryman is. He was a second-round pick by the Chargers in 2015. He was selected to the Pro Bowl in 2021, and he is currently recovering from labrum surgery, but he's expected to be cleared by April, which does give him time to get ready for the season. Those injury concerns shouldn't be too much of a concern yet because he is not a Titan yet. However, that could change. We've seen things change so quickly in NFL free agency. What do you think? Should the Titans sign Denzel Perryman? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Head down to the comment section, light it up, and be honest. Moving on to the next big spike in Titans NFL free agency news today. This coming in from Teron Davenport. The Titans tendered a couple players. Guard center Aaron Brewer received a second-round tender. Brewer will likely start at center. Defensive tackle Tara Tart, second-round tender. And they've also tendered exclusive rights free agent defensive tackle Naquan Jones. What does this mean? Well, the Titans can either match offers that these guys get from other teams, if they get offers from other teams, or they can say, nah, we're good, and they receive a second-round pick if they choose to forego that option. So again, they are kind of putting them out there to see if any other teams want them. If they don't, they'll probably stick with the Titans. If another team offers up some money for them, wants to grab them, the Titans can either match that offer or let them walk and receive a second round for them. And we're gonna get to some free agent targets pretty soon, but before we do, hit the sub button, hit the sub button, hit the sub button, because I don't want to hear you complain when you missed a big move the Titans made and you didn't know where it came from. I got you. I've been putting out all the Titans news, video after video after video. I think yesterday we had 3. If you want every update that comes your way for Tennessee, hit the sub button. Do yourself the favor. Where did the Titans stand in free agency currently? Well, these are the moves they've made. On day one, tampering period, March 13th, Andre Dillard was the first guy signed, offensive tackle, to hopefully start to plug the offensive line that needs so much help. God help the quarterback under center if they don't fix the holes on that front line. Luke Gifford, the first linebacker that was signed in free agency this year, followed by Azeez Al-Shire, the second one. First Rand Carthen guy, played under Rand Carthen in San Francisco. First of 3. The second was Daniel Brunskill, who also, again, played under Rand Carthen in San Francisco. And then finally, Arden Key was signed late last night. He will be the DeMarcus Walker replacement. I like this move. I like the moves that have been made. I think there still needs to be more, to put it bluntly. There needs to be more. We've got to do more here. But I do like that Rand Carthen is bringing guys in that he's familiar with, that he knows. He's got relationships with these guys. He knows how they are on the field. He knows how they are off the field. Seems that he believes they would be a good fit in Tennessee, and if he thinks that, knowing them personally, then I'm here for it. Good moves. What do the Titans still need, though? I keep talking about these needs that the Titans have and the priorities, and when I say priorities, this is what I'm talking about. The offensive line, like I said, starting to get there, still got work to do. Wide receiver room. Seems like we just took a harder hit as Nick Westbrook-Ikhine and Cody Hollister were both not given tenders earlier today. They became free agents at 4 p.m. Eastern time. They can walk, and the Titans seem to be okay with letting them walk. The receiver room needs work. Robert Woods has been cut. You're about to lose 2 more if they walk in free agency. You've got Treylon Burks, but remember, he didn't really play out that rookie year because he was injured. You're hoping he pops off in his second year, but you're taking a gamble. You also can't put it all on one guy. So maybe this is a draft priority now, but something's got to change. We talked about Allen Lazard. He's up in New York now. Got to figure out what you're going to do here. Cornerback, that's another position. Defense has been overlooked because the offense has been such a high priority during the offseason. You cannot overlook the cornerback position when your pass defense was the worst in the league in 2022. Got to change something, got to bring somebody in. And finally, quarterback. Yes, I put quarterback on here. Why did I put quarterback on here? Rand Carthen said they were riding with Ryan Tannehill. You have a quarterback. Well, yeah, you've got a quarterback for this season if things don't change. Because Rand Carthen said, for now, Ryan is a Titan. He will be a Titan, but that doesn't mean he's the starter. Yeah, I don't know what Rand Carthen is planning on doing. He's making a lot of moves I didn't see coming. So maybe they go after a quarterback in free agency. Maybe they draft one. Maybe they wait. But I threw it on here because it is a need, and it will be next year. What do you guys think the biggest need for the Titans is during the offseason? It could be something I didn't name. Maybe I just missed a position. Let me know. But if you can only pick one, you're the GM, and it's a do-or-die situation. You can only pick one position to fix. What is the biggest need? Head down to the comment section. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys. And before I dive right into some of the guys that the Titans could sign in free agency, time is dwindling down, let me tell you about Athletic Greens, our sponsor for Titans Today. Titans Today is sponsored by Athletic Greens. I take AG1 by Athletic Greens literally every day. Get comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition at athleticgreens.com/chatsports. I gave AG1 a try because I wanted better gut health and wanted a supplement that actually tasted good. I take AG1 in the morning and it makes me feel ready to take on my day. Look, I am not a morning person by any means, but AG1 has made getting out of bed so much easier. I take it first thing in the morning before I work out or head into the office because free agency starts early, as we all know, and it really helps me maintain my energy throughout the day. Not only that, but AG1 is great for recovery. Since taking it, I've noticed I'm more locked into and excited for my daily workouts, and I feel great even after. Covering my nutritional bases for the day literally couldn't be easier, which is why I trust Athletic Greens. I just mix 1 small scoop of AG1 with water and drink it first thing each morning, and I'm done. I also like that it only costs less than $3 a day, which is pretty good if you ask me. It's a really effective daily habit with the highest quality sourced ingredients, which is absolutely a win-win. If a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, then Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to athleticgreens.com/chatsports. That's athleticgreens.com/chatsports. Check it out. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. Get healthy, guys. It's never too late to get healthy. All right, let's talk about who the Titans could go get in free agency because people are getting picked up left and right. You're losing options here. You've got to make a move soon. So who can they grab? Let's start with the offensive line. These 3 guys I like. They're pretty much the only big names left out there. Orlando Brown, who we've talked about multiple times, but I don't know that it happens because he's expensive. He's going to ask for a lot of money, which could be a problem for Tennessee. But he would be a big plus to the run game, which could help. It could help a Tennessee offense that thrives on the run. Isaac Seumalo, who is my pick here. Jason Kelce is returning to the Eagles. They very well could let Seumalo walk. And if they do, I think that is somebody the Titans should consider heavily grabbing. He's really solid in pass protection, and God knows the Titans need that help. And then, of course, you've got Dalton Reisner, who is another one at this point. If you can grab one of these guys, any of them, grab them. But I do want to talk about Sayamalu because of his PFF grades here this past season. He had an overall grade of 75.2. A 79 grade for pass blocking, 69.5 for run blocking, and only allowed 1 sack. This is a versatile guy. He can play anywhere on that front line. Even Jason Kelsey gave props to him for being such a leader and somebody who can pretty much get the job done wherever they're placed on that line. So that is my pick. Moving on to wide receivers. This position, they are getting picked up one by one. We watched Alan Lazard, who was a favorite for the Titans to end up in Tennessee. He is now a Jet, might be joined by Aaron Rodgers pretty soon. But the 3 guys I want to look at, Parris Campbell, DJ Chark, McCole Hardman. Campbell is my favorite here, but let me tell you why. He is speed. He just is speed. He had a breakout season with a very chaotic quarterback situation. Imagine what he could do with a consistent quarterback. If whether it's Ryan Tannehill or someone else, it's not Sam Ellinger or not Matt Ryan or whoever else was quarterback in Indy this past season. They had a lot of chaos going on up there. I can't even keep track anymore. But if he's able to do that with guys who are flipping in and out of the quarterback position, imagine what he could do with a consistent quarterback. According to Next Gen Stats, only 6 wide receivers in the NFL got more average separation than Campbell did in 2022. He was clocked as the fastest ball carrier in the NFL during the entire season, running 22.11 miles per hour. So Mike Vrabel is talking a lot about how he wants speed, and if he wants speed, I think Parris Campbell is the guy to go get. DJ Chark, the injuries concern me a little bit. Only played 15 games the past 2 seasons, 11 this past season. He is getting healthier. He's a good deep threat, but do you risk it? I don't really know. Again, McCole Hardman, another injury guy, couldn't even suit up for the Super Bowl, recently underwent surgery to repair a groin issue, and he really won't be able to do anything for 2 months. Not bad receivers, could absolutely be beneficial to pair up with Treylon Burks if they're healthy, and that is the asterisk there. If they're healthy, my pick, Parris Campbell. Go get him while he's available. Cornerbacks, Rock Ya-Sin, Byron Murphy, Darius Slay. Darius Slay, news came today that the Eagles were going to let him walk. I think that is an opportunity on a silver platter. Ran Carthen, look into it, buddy. Slay, and obviously my choice is Slay here. He had a good 2022 season, but the Eagles cornerback room is pretty heavy. They just re-signed James Bradbury. They've got it going on. They're letting him walk. I will say he had more success in the first half of the season than he did in the second. And the concern here would be how much money he wants and maybe a little bit of age, but he's absolutely a top guy. He is a top cornerback. And you're getting to the point where you're running the risk of not finding a guy to be cornerback 1. So if he's there, get him. He's a leader. He's a team captain. He is a guy who can bring veteran experience to guys like Roger McCreary and Elijah Molden. Caleb Farley, Christian Fulton. Again, the injuries. Hopefully the luck changes in Tennessee this year. We'll see what happens, but I think Darius Slay being added to this depth chart would be golden. I think that's an awesome idea. They need to do something soon. All the guys I just talked about are bound to be picked up pretty soon, if you ask me. Lots of talent there. Money is going to be money is probably the reason that these guys haven't been picked up yet, which Tennessee might have to pinch a little bit, but if you really want to make it happen, you find a way to make it happen. You've got holes to fill. Go get the guys that can fill them. And finally, I had quarterback on this list, and I'm going to throw it out there just because I can, just because I want to, just to see who I can rile up in the comments section. Lamar Jackson. What am I talking about? Yes, you read that right. Lamar Jackson. I know that's been a crazy rumor that people are kind of like, what? we're not going after Lamar Jackson. We have Ryan Tannehill. Okay, but let's play the scenario that you want a quarterback in free agency to take this team this season. This is really the only guy you've got left. Earlier, I had Jacoby Brissett and Baker Mayfield on here if you want to play that game. They both got signed. Mayfield to the Bucks, Brissett to the Commanders, I believe. This is the only guy that is worth it left in free agency, and he wants a load of money. I understand that, and I will say it again. If this is a risk you're willing to take, pay up the money, give up the 2 first-round picks. You're going to sacrifice a lot, but it could become your franchise quarterback. This could be a long-term deal up until 2026. He's an MVP, 2019 MVP. Hopefully he still has that caliber of play in him, but you'd be setting the franchise up for success. It would take some weight off of Derrick Henry. He's a running quarterback. Lamar Jackson is Lamar Jackson. You don't get this opportunity much or often. I think if it's there, at least consider it. Don't just shut it down because of the money. At least consider it. If not, okay, you don't sign a quarterback in free agency. I fully believe if you don't go get Lamar Jackson, you don't sign any quarterback in free agency. I don't think anybody else in free agency is worth it right now. I think you ride it out with Ryan Tannehill and maybe address the quarterback situation either in this year's draft or next year's draft because 2024's quarterback class is pretty good. But hey, I think it's worth just maybe looking into, kind of imagining a what-if situation. Should the Titans sign Lamar Jackson? Type S for sign, type P for pass. Man, that would be a crazy move. And guess what? If it happens, you'll know about it if you subscribe. Hit that sub button. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all soon.